All
Nicely,
right, let's get on.
nicely done, Comrade Desmond. Okay, let's look at the Jeepers top of the table
Game of the
clash
round.
here. Game of the round, no doubting it. MCG.
This has gone under the radar because of COVID.
Hugely
Big time.
so. This any other time, if COVID was not an issue, this would be getting spoken about dawn till dusk. It's the Melbourne Demons versus the Western Bulldogs. Sensible Dan. What do you reckon?
I reckon this is going to be game of the round, as you have rightly already suggested.
Wow. What do you think, Desmond?
It's
Game of the round?
Sensible, damn.
a big. It's a big call. I know. Yeah, look, these are the two, probably still two premier teams in the competition.
Yep.
Even though Melbourne's been a little bit ordinary, Dogs probably haven't been playing their best footy, but I think this is going to be a great game regardless. But again, another COVID, losing Josh Dunkley. Been
2
back-
weeks is okay, though.
Yeah, but he's been back in for 1 week and now he's back out again. That sucks.
That's all right, he's used
Also,
to it.
big rip to Toby McLean. We hate to see that on the
No
podcast.
good, that.
So yeah, that sucks for him. But Godspeed. Hope your recovery goes well, son.
Bless
Far
up.
out, mate.
Bless
Yeah,
up.
look, I think this is going to be a great game. No doubt about it. It's still two big midfields going head to head. Bont's been in ripping form at the moment.
Bont v Track. Oh,
I've been a sucker for putting Bont in any times this multis this year. Yeah. He's not kicked a goal for about 4 weeks now, so I'm off that. But I still think he's going to have a massive game, and he's going to be probably the catalyst if the Dogs are going to get up. Because last time these two teams played, the Demons had the Dogs number big time. It was not pretty.
Yeah,
we were watching this game together at the pub, and
No good, that.
Dogs could not get going at all. So if the Dees can do the same thing again, it could be an interesting one for the Dogs. I've got the Dees 1-39 here.
I'm going to have to go the other way. I'm going the Dogs. I wasn't thrilled with the Demons' output against Hawthorn. There was some interesting little inconsistencies amongst that team, especially in the back line. There was a lot of finger pointing, a lot of where are you, what are you doing, you should be over here, a lot of that sort of stuff. Suggests to me they've got a bit of a gelling issue. I don't know what it is. They're just going through a little funny patch, and all teams have them, especially during the winter
I think
months.
they've got a couple of creases they need to kind of...
Maybe
Get
they
iron
should
out.
have just been resting those players for finals, like Sam Landsberger suggested all those weeks ago. Maybe that's all they needed. Maybe they just needed to rest players 8 weeks out from finals.
Yeah. Well, and they didn't, and they lost. So make of that what you will.
Cue the X-Files music.
Jeeps. No, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, though. Like the Demons, they've just the last week or two looked a little bit shaky. Yep. Just enough to give you a bit of pause.
Yep.
Whereas the Dogs did enough, as you said before regarding the Suns, did enough to get over the Suns, played down to the Suns a lot. And then when the time came to put the foot down and put them away, they put the foot down, they put them away.
That's the thing.
Melbourne didn't.
Melbourne couldn't. And that's why I've got the Doggies 1-39 here,
I'm
and I
with
hope
the
the Dogs win.
I'd
too.
prefer to see a Dogs win.
I love the Dogs this
I
year.
really would. Yeah, same. Absolutely.
I think they'll let you get squared here, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but it'll game of the round, and it's
could
really
go
a
either
coin
way.
flip. Really a coin, and I think we'll know pretty early on whoever stamps at the authority first. I love this.
It's nice to see Baz Lenker in some good form as well. He's finally playing back in the middle where he should have been all along, and he's actually hitting a ripping patch of form, so good on him.
Interesting, there are a few differences between this round of football between these two and the last time they played. For example, you've got Jamara Ugle-Hagan that kicked 3 last week, and he is already looking, it's 2 games in, you cannot make calls about a bloke's career, but he's already looking very much a confidence player. Looking at a confidence player. Do you play Jamara, Josh Bruce, Aaron Norton in the same forward line?
Yep.
So that's an interesting dynamic for the Demons back line to now work up against. Do you know what I mean?
Norton and Ugle-Hagan aren't your typical key forwards.
They're
more like your Jeremy Camerons, where they're super athletic, bit
Rangy.
toey.
Yep.
Josh Bruce is more your stay-at-home kind of guy, but
Traditional.
he can get it done athletically as well. Like that is probably going to be the new age tall forward line.
And they're going to have
you see when the Crows roll out a
team as well.
tall forward line, it's got Tex Walker, Elliot Himmelberg, and some other Gumby up forward. Yeah. It's terrible.
Oh, Fog.
Nah, it's not so much Fog. Fog's not really.
Frampus,
But it's more like Frampton. Like they're not athletic big guys. These guys are just super athletes, and it's a borderline going to be impossible to stop.
Also, Waitman. We've seen him really emerge over the last month to 6 weeks.
Just signed a new 2-year deal today as well.
Does he suffer from Dustin Martin syndrome this
won't,
week? Put
nah.
the cue in the rack.
He loves.
I don't
You
think
can
so.
tell he loves playing good footy.
But he's an X factor that's bloody hard to match up against.
He just loves footy.
Yes, he does.
I don't think like he's one of those guys that would be, I just want to earn as much as possible. Like we heard the stories about him. He was doing yoga and Pilates and stuff in like year 7, getting ready to play AFL foot. Like that's commitment. That's
He's a dog with
because
the ball with the most
you were like
respect.
in year
Dog with
7
the
and year
ball.
8 sport. Like you just
Playing Pokemon.
Like, yeah, I want to be a professional athlete when I grow up, and then you go home and sit in front of the PlayStation for 8 hours. Like Cody Waitman wasn't doing that.
No.
He just wants to be a good football player, and you can see that.
Absolutely. But that what I'm saying is, though, that he wasn't as much of a factor. I don't think he's a match-winning player just yet, but he certainly is more of a factor right now than what he was last time they played Melbourne. Now, if you're a Jake Lever, like a meat and three veg type of backman who just like enjoys punching balls, then you're not really going to be set up to be dealing with a Cody Waitman type of operator. So I think this forward line poses a bit more of a problem to Melbourne than what it did last time. No Treloar, interesting. I think that was the game that he busted. Did he bust himself in that game, Treloar? It was somewhere around there, though.
It was
somewhere around there. Anyways, look, I think this is going to be a bit more of an X factor game. Melbourne a bit on the decline. Bulldogs looking interesting. Going for the Bulldogs. Bets wise, let's talk Christian Petracca for 25 disposals. And whilst I'm there, I might just get him down for a goal.
He does that literally pretty much every week. So why
He's
not?
done it all this year and last year. Probably the year before as well. I don't really remember.
Oh, I don't remember either. And it's interesting you said about Bont, no goal, anytime goal. I've ignored that. No, I've ignored that this week myself, which absolutely means he's due, so put it in. Bontempelli, 25 touches. McRae, 30. He's having a bit of a down spell. I think he's due to come back.
He's getting sooky. Like I said,
you can't keep a man down.
I messaged you. He looks like Baslenka's coming up, McRae's going down, and it's like a direct correlation. Like, well, he's getting my touches.
Maybe they're the same bloke.
Earn him.
Maybe they're the same bloke.
Yeah, well,
have you ever seen them in the same part of the ground at the same time? No. It's either one in, one out.
One's ripped.
Yeah.
Well, one is ripped.
One's got a head of hair. The other's
My
got a
wife
head.
constantly tells me about it.
Our wife, comrade. Ed Langdon, 20 disposals, please. Cody Waitman and Jamara, both for an anytime goal. That's paying about $9.40.
Bit of value. I had Lockie Hunter, $1.40. That's not value. But Bailey Dale has had 25 touches the last 2 weeks.
How did I miss Bailey Dale?
I've gone 25 again. That's $2.37 at the moment.
Well, Bailey Dale
That's
at 20
value.
plus touches was paying like last week. I remember it was like $1.70. And I'm looking going, and even like $1.15.
How's that noise going?
Even
One more time.
Even 15 plus touches was like $1.40, and I'm like, it's like a nice little multi builder. Why would I get free money like that? What a sports bet thinking.
And then they proceeded to shut down for the weekend and didn't respond to any messages. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's that? You got money? No.
Thank you.
Mine now.
Thank you.
No, you can't have a bonus bet.
Thank you.
No, but it's like that trade request meme. I receive all of your money from your bet. You receive nothing. Genuinely.
And one more for good measure. Thank you.